What's going on, everybody? All my homies and homegirls. I want to pick up where we left off when we're talking about this alpha male mentality and also alpha female mentality, because it goes both ways. And one, I'm all about that life, 100%. One major attribute to being an alpha male or alpha female is to be one of intellect, one that is trying to constantly, enhance his or her mind, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Knowledge is one thing. Knowledge is just information, but applying that wisdom and bringing forth understanding, being able to actually use it is a whole nother thing. It's not impressive, to me at least, for someone with a bunch of knowledge, but has no practical application. So with that being said, excuse me, I want to give y'all the gift of learning, of reading. And even in a time when most of us are busy, very busy, sometimes you don't have the time to read. And I share this with you guys all the time, and I'm gonna keep sharing it because I believe in it. And I'm so glad that this exists, is Audible. This is where I listen to books at. I've been doing it for a long time. I've always been a huge fan of Audible. Use my code, audible.com/haterproof, or you can text haterproof to 500-500, and you will get a free month subscription. You have access to thousands upon thousands of titles from every genre, fiction, nonfiction, whatever you're into. You can just do a search to find exactly what you're into, even if you don't have an idea of, or the author or the book that you want, right? So that's something I want y'all to do. Audible.com/haterproof, or text haterproof to 500-500, and download the app. They have a really cool app. It's very easy to use. But let's get into this. Let's get into the book that I stumbled across and I'm loving right now. So this book is called Never Split the Difference. Now, when people put out books, I like for the topic to be being discussed by an expert. And this one is Never Split the Difference is about negotiations, and we're constantly negotiating all throughout life, in your relationships, with your kids. I know I negotiate with my kids all the time. Never Split the Difference is about that. And the author, the man who wrote this book, is a guy named Chris Voss. And he is a former FBI hostage negotiator. He's done this all over the world. And he currently, helps people in all facets of life with this. So I think it's a phenomenal book. It's a really great read. It's opening my eyes to a lot of things. It's reaffirming some of the notions and thoughts and ideas that I already, kind of adapted. So that's really cool, seeing an expert kind of on the same wavelength as you. But, you got to think about like people ask me all the time about different tactics in business and how do you do this and how do you do that? And I'm like, listen, I'm not the best businessman tactically, right? As far as having some kind of outlined format of how to do it. But one thing that I am good at is dealing with people. And when you have to negotiate, when you have to deal with people, you have to think about not just yourself, but yourself is very important, but you got to think about what they want. And at the end of the day, you got to think about bottom line. So anybody close to me know that I'm always about the bottom line. I'm a bottom line person. So I'm always thinking, what's the end result that we're both trying to accomplish here? Or what's the end game, right? What's the bottom line? And I focus on that. Too many people get emotional along the way and they never get to that bottom line. And you can't do that. You got to take the emotion out of this, right? And I feel like that goes into the whole persona or the reality of being an alpha male or an alpha female. We can't go through life reacting emotionally. Now, back to the last video when we talked about some of these alpha male characteristics, the ones that people tend to gravitate to or think that it's about is being tough, abrasive, and people are like that when they're in an emotional state and they just react. It may be powerful and forceful, but it's really weak. It's weak because you could not contain your emotions, and we're supposed to be able to rise above that. So just keep that in mind. Try to keep those emotions in check. When you see somebody, especially online, just going ham, somebody's hurt their feelings and they going hard, that's an emotional wreck. That's an emotional person. You don't want to be that person. We all have done it probably. I've done it, I'm not gonna lie. There's been many a times that I've reacted emotionally, and every time I felt like a piece of me died, like I lost a test. So I try my best to never react emotionally anymore. And, you know, I keep myself really even keeled. You never see me get too excited or too down on anything. So that's where you want to be at, because when you're in that place, you can think a lot more clear. You make more rational and reasonable decisions. And that's the type of person that you want to be, you know. In this world, listen, this world it can be relentless. There is no, like, we all faced with impediments, stressful situations, pressure, you name it. But none of that is an excuse for anything, because at the end of the day, the time that we have right now is all that we have. We can't get it back. Time is our most valuable commodity. So we can't be moving forward or dealing with the now and moving forward into the future, dealing with things of the past, allowing that to drag us down, because nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. I don't care. And I'm sure when people are complaining to you, you don't care. You want to help them and make them feel better or whatever. Yeah, that's in our nature, but you don't really care. What you care about is the end results. Like, what can you produce? Can you perform? Can you make this happen? And I tell my son all the time, like when he was playing football, he get a touchdown. I'm like, do not celebrate. That's done. Think about the next one, you know? And that's how we got to think. And that comes apart. That's all comes together with not being emotional. You know, when you're emotional, yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But what happens when you don't score the rest of the game? The next 5 games? You don't want to be that person. So just keep a level head, you know, always appear to be that stoic rock foundation leader, you know, because when you are that person, people, they trust you. They're comfortable following you and allowing you to guide them, you know, and they deserve it for you to be a solid foundation, because that's an honor for someone to give you the opportunity to lead them. That's an honor. So you're serving those people, and you got to keep that in mind. So anyway, I'm gonna keep this one short today, but we'll keep this series going if y'all want to. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if you do agree. And let me know if there's any other tactics or things that you want me to talk about or discuss. And we can go into that. Also, subscribe. I know a lot of you people are already subscribed, but are not getting notifications. What's up, YouTube? Go to the bell and click that. That way, you still probably won't get all of the notifications, but you will get most of them. They're doing all kind of weird things with the algorithms. I don't know. You know, I just make videos. I don't do all of the coding and stuff like that. But anyway, much love to y'all. Stay wise. Remember, I shot you all the information in the beginning, and it's also down below in the description box. But that's it. Be wise, be smart, be strong, be powerful. But remember, all of that strength and power comes from a calm, peaceful place. All right? Peace.